has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately not get it down to the 25-yard line as he struck at the 23. To the air right away is Allen. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there right off the bat. 74 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing it happen here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Touchdown! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Dancing to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Now Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. Down inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Cook. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They try again with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Finding room at midfield, down the left sideline. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, off you go.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Touchdown, Bills! Isaiah McKenzie, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 16. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. To throw, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're out there. They're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise, put together some drives.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Play action now. Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a stress reversal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Lewis-Cine. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Cousins on first down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They run the counter with Cook, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis-Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will have a lucky break on the fire drive. It's a turnover run down the inside. Was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, Parker. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will down. So it's going to look to throw. He's getting his skip. It's a touchdown. Dawson Knox, 27 yards. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
We've seen it in practices, extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries, but the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Left side, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Going deep for Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They'll try and run it here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. Okay.
Then he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them, and it's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. One last is. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched it out, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. It's a handoff to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone, how about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will set up sharp at their own 41-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hurts. And Pascal's got it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt turns into a huge play and a first down. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A give. This is Cook. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. To throw is Cousins. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Lewis Seed in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. He's got the first down and more than that. And he is going to have Eagles first down at his advantage to convert. And that's keep driving alive. Fake to get to Sanders. Now Hurts.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins, and complete right side to Cook. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
second down. Cook.
Oh my gosh.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Cousins now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On third down, Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Again, they go right back to Cook. Able to get this one all the way up to about the 14-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Start with the option, and he is going to lose yardage here. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second. Oh, he fakes a spike. Flush to his right. Then he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until it popped a big one like that. And you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They did a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a... Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes this to Russell Gage. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. First down, here's the run with Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Cook again. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. To throw, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
Fourth down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here's Cousins. This is going to be incomplete. Release that almost like that fastball too hard. Let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 in the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 41. Here's Brady. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get it here just shy of play. Cousins and the Vikings make first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll start by handing off to Douglas. This should be a 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Hey, receiver. What's up?
Handoff comes to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Brady now on 1st down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cousins. And it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Brady now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To try again after the sack. Brady, incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught end zone touchdown today. Cade and the first sack to the first half. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Some plays.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Second down, back to Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Brady down to throw. Brings it in over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. at the 22. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fournette not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got to move him downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And ultimately, could wind up costing him the ball game.
Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
On play action, it's Brady. This one taken in by Otten. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Cade Otten with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the put away from a big one up. Extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical. And a 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He hasn't had the game he expected, and that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the stop will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's running tight here with Fournette. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Brady. Rolling to his left. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about him.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Brady's going to sneak it, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bucs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
Doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
Extra point put through by Succum, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. His throw incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Brady going to look to throw. They'll try. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Wait, that...
On first down, Brady. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge the secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Brady's going to look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
A short kick taken at the 18. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way, and then go for the big finish.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their 2nd touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it, now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to break the end zone. Now they go away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait,
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
wait,
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but with this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes overuse a distant possession. But this has to be possession with this coming in there to if you take it to ever come back from a 4-score deficit, if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Cousins to throw it. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a design run with Jefferson, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, Cook. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 37 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got Otten on the out route. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Brady now on first down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, and not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of football. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, V, line them up.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard with the urge to go go for it. It's almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but...
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Cousins will try and throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Then the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
A handoff to Fournette. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Again, it's Fournette. And a nice pickup that gets about 5 to 4-yard line.
Something with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter. Also doesn't mean you just go sing our ball. Maybe change some blocking assignments or run a few different plays. Stick with the overall essence of the running game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now left side of the swing pass. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheet, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and you've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs have pretty well put him away here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blink at the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Let's cook it up. Excellent coverage here on third down. That was not an easy one to run to.
This little brain remembers when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender. I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Fourth down, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. Lost 2 points for them, but you identified an open target and put it right on him.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Opting to run again here with White. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind. He's got a man complete past the 20. And a little bit of a by the end zone. The game, they do get the score with all zero showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One last shot now for Cousins. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2
Tristy on the beat. Tristy on the beat.